Tellez is about to serve here, so we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about how they got there in a sec.
Oh, what amazing court coverage there by Alshon, moving to his right.
And it really looked like he was going to go down the right, but pulled it right back down. He couldn't turn his momentum around and get to that ball. What a passing shot. Boy, he came up hard to the net, and it just barely got by him on his left.
And that's what we were talking about earlier, that you're going to see both of these players run around their backhands and hit these forehand passing shots. Oh, great volleys there by Pablo, really taking control of that point early on with a really good, deep, penetrating return. So 0-1 here in the early stages of game one. This will be at best 2 out of 3 games to 11. Oh, he got the ball he wanted, Scott, and just dumped that backhand volley right into the net.
Yep, he had all the room in the world over there and just dumped it into the net.
And there's Alshon on cue, running around the backhand and ripping that forehand cross court. What a beautiful shot by Alshon. So he's got 2. Oh, and Alshon just hung that ball up high to the Pablo forehand.
I think he was hoping to roll that down a little bit, but it just went up a little high.
I like the decision about going down the line. He just fluffed it up a foot too high, and it made for an easy finish there by Tellez. Zero two. Oh, that's such a beautiful shot. You know, he held that for a while there and then flicks it cross court. Only hit it with about 75% pace, but a lot of dip. And then that ball,
right
and then it bounces away from Alshon. So Alshon had no chance to catch up to that ball. And then follows that with a little bit of a greedy serve.
Overcooks it, side out.
Yeah, you can't give Alshon a weak return of serve like that because it just makes his passing shot too easy.
Yeah, short and in the middle, and then you move up hard like that. You just give him too many angles. And he took advantage of that right side.
Oh my gosh, that is a shot that Alshon has worked so hard on. I talked to him about this on Thursday after I did one of his matches. I said, you've really worked on this 1E cross-court backhand. He says, you can't believe how many shots I've hit like that, thousands. And now he gets to the point where he said he trusts it in competition. We didn't ever see him used to do that shot, and now he actually trusts it that he'll use it in competition. That one just sails wide. Oh, he had him wrong-footed too there. It was the right decision to take that forehand down the line as Alshon was leaning hard to his left. And Pablo looks at me with a big sigh there. He knows he had a good chance. And another unforced error off that backhand volley in the net.
Another one of those, and we're going to see a timeout. He's a little distressed right now.
And I really like the return there from Pablo, going deep down the middle and not giving Alshon any kind of angle on the passing shot. I think that's a shot that is underutilized in singles, is the return down the middle. Everybody wants to use these crazy angles and make their opponents move, which is also good, but I think the deep return down the middle is underutilized because it doesn't give the server an angle to pass on the third ball. So let's see if Tellez can make a run here, Scott, and get into this game. And an update from Humana Championship Court. Anna Bright and Rachel Warbach take the gold in 3 games over Kovalova and Smith. I think we're gonna redo this. This is a referee error. I think the referee is saying, my fault. So as we watch the replay here, I think referee saying my error, and we're gonna redo this at 5-2 here in game 1. Oh, great cover. That's just an incredible ball there by Christian Alshon. Pablo thought he had him on this ball right here, and Alshon so long and anticipates that ball coming down the line beautifully.
He was just able to keep it down.
Man, this is the best I've ever seen Pablo return the ball off his backhand side in singles. He is not only getting a lot of pace on that, but also a lot of spin and good depth. So a beautiful return sets up a side out here at 2-6. And that one sails wide. The announcer curse again. So Alshon gets the ball back in his hand, Scott, serving at 6-2. Yeah, Tellez just left the whole court open there. Didn't get anything on that backhand volley. And an easy finish there by Alshon, which gets him to 7. Control here in this bronze medal match on the men's singles side. And that backhand volley is going to sail long. So Alshon now 3 points away from capturing game 1 here in this best 2 out of 3 games to 11. And another beautiful inside-out forehand, and another fist pump by Alshon, who is on fire here with these forehand passing shots. Referee will recall the score here, 9-2. Look at the depth on the serve. And Alshon just in total control of his game right now. You can see his confidence has just exploded as this game has progressed, and he is really liking the execution in this first game. And then totally wrong foots Tellez.
The official ball of the PPA Tour.
USA Championships with the official paddle, Versix.
Game 2 started.
Oh, and that almost comes all the way back, misses wide by a ball as we watch the replay here. Let's see how close this is. Definitely out by a full ball. And that's a wild backhand there by Tellez. So Alshon's going to get the ball back here, trying to get a point.
Looks like I might have mishit that just a little bit.
I think one of the things that Pablo has got to improve on in this game is his return of serve to make Alshon's third pass a little tougher. And I think he needs to anticipate better where Alshon is going. Alshon doing an amazing job of kind of holding that paddle for the last second, as you just saw there right on cue.
He's got a good pattern going on here where he's showing kind of middle. He goes hard to the forehand of Pablo, and either Pablo pops it up and he gets his winner, or he's getting a buy-in.
Alshon just doing a fantastic job of anticipating and reading Tellez's paddle face and reading that angle and anticipating where that ball is coming to. Great job there by Alshon. And that serve really didn't bounce much. Pablo didn't have much of a chance at it, so Alshon with an early commanding 4-0 lead here in game 2. He takes this game, and that will be the match.
What are we done on these? The singles are 2 out of 3 and not the 3 out of 5. Wow, and he lands that in.
Let's watch the replay. I think this shot by Alshon does catch the line. Yes, it does. Great court coverage by both players there.
Oh, and he cooks it long.
So that gets Alshon to 6-0. We might see a timeout here, Scott. If I was Pablo, I would absolutely take a break right now before this game gets completely out of hand. And Pablo just has lost focus. He's lost it mentally a little bit here. He needs to take a timeout. And he is going to say play on here. And that does sail long, correctly called out. So let's see if Pablo can get off of 0 here, Scott, and start to slowly build his way back into game 2 and make this competitive. And that is not going to help his cause.
Now he got the short return that he wanted, and he's got to be able to execute on that.
You think he changed his mind on what he wanted to do there? Looked like he hesitated slightly.
Like he was going to go one way, and then he was going to go the other. What a great setup. Had a hard inside-out passing shot. Oh, Pablo tosses his paddle off the court.
Very frustrated Pablo Tellez, and I think the referee is going to come over here and give him what we call a technical warning. So he'll get a warning there, and really a credit to Christian Alshon here for taking total control of game 2 here with a commanding 8-2 lead, and just on fire with all aspects of his game. His serve has been great. His returns have been fantastic. So Alshon will serve at 9-0 here. Oh, I really like that return by Pablo with that inside-out backhand, getting the ball deep in the court with a lot of spin, Scott. So let's see if that propels him.
Really needs to get a point here. Really needs to get a point.
0-9 here in game 2. Really good volley there by Alshon. That ball stayed really low.
Again, everything just is working for him right now.
Let's see if he tries to target that backhand again with the serve down the middle. Sure does.
He does. Wow! Oh, goodness. Everything just worked for him. 2 great shots. It looked like they were going to be winners, and Alshon gets all the way back across the court.
Unbelievable court coverage by both players. And that gets Alshon to match point here at 10-0 in game 2. And that sails long, so a little bit of a mental breakdown for Tellez, and all the credit to Christian Alshon for putting his foot on the gas.